After seeing the second Venom trailer that dropped yesterday, showing a lot more of Venom and what we can actually expect from the villain of the movie and just the overall story of the entire movie, I think that this Venom movie is going to be a great superhero movie and actually a great film overall. And I want to tell you guys exactly why in this video. How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh and welcome to Webhead, where I help you guys keep up to date with all the latest in geek entertainment. Today we're going to be geeking out about the brand new Venom 2 trailer and just Venom overall and how this movie is going to be a great movie and exactly how they're going to do it. Now, most of you guys have probably seen the second Venom trailer that just dropped yesterday, and I know throughout all of these trailers that we've seen, from the teaser trailer, the first trailer, the San Diego Comic-Con trailer that was only exclusively shown to fans, and now this brand new Venom trailer 2 that just came out yesterday, there's been a lot of talk about this Venom movie and exactly why it might fail, why it might be great. We just don't know. It's a very up in the air kind of movie because we've never really seen a movie like this if you really think about it. Yes, we did get Suicide Squad, which was just all supervillains in one movie, and it was all about them. But I think this Venom movie is really just going to be a lot different from what we saw from Suicide Squad. And I think this is much more of a movie where it's just standing on its own 2 feet and it doesn't rely on any other movies. Like Suicide Squad made a lot of references to Batman vs. Superman, The Flash, and all those different DC characters, whereas this one isn't going to be making any references to Spider-Man at all, from as far as we know. They definitely could still sneak in a little cameo from Tom Holland coming in as Peter Parker and just talking to, say, Eddie Brock or maybe somebody else, but as far as we know now, he doesn't show up at all. But obviously from the first teaser trailer that we got, it looked like they weren't doing that great of a job with the Venom movie. I personally was a huge critic of that first teaser trailer that we got because we didn't even see Venom within the trailer. I was a little mad about that, but then, of course, cut to a couple months later, we actually get to see Venom in the first official trailer, and then we get a hearing of the San Diego Comic-Con trailer of Venom actually biting someone's head off, and now seeing the second trailer, we see Venom literally about to bite someone's head off, and you can see that they're really just taking exactly what we've seen from the comic books, exactly what Venom is. Venom is not a true villain if you really think about it, but he is an anti-hero and he will do whatever it takes to take down his enemies. And the thing is that I love is that he actually tries to bite this dude's head off. And personally, I really hope we do see that in the movie. And I know there was one point in this trailer where a lot of fans, including myself, got a little disappointed just when you actually see the full body of Venom, what he's actually going to look like in the movie, and you just don't see the spider on his chest, and that's something that a lot of Spider-Man fans want to see. But in reality, that's not really the directors or the actors or anybody really making the film. It's not their fault. It's just the studios, that's their fault, with Sony Pictures and then Marvel Studios not being able to really just put Spider-Man in this Venom movie. Kevin Feige probably doesn't want anything to do with that Venom movie. They don't want to connect their MCU into movies that they don't make. So I don't think that they want to touch it all just because of that, and they want to wait until the movies actually comes out. And if it's well received, then they will want that Venom movie attached to their cinematic universe. But as far as right now, I think just excluding that whole Spider-Man element from the movie is okay for right now. At first I was a little upset about it, and I know there's still a lot of fans that are, but I still think this movie is going to do really well. I think it's going to be a really good movie. Just look at the signs that we've seen from the trailer so far. Look at the first one that we actually got to see. We got to see Eddie Brock and Venom talking throughout the movie. They're communicating in Eddie Brock's head because they're both one. That's why they say we are Venom, just like the comic books. They say we are Venom because they are one being. But in reality, they're two different minds. Where the symbiote has its own mind, it doesn't matter, it'll kill anything that they want. And then Eddie Brock actually has morals because he's a human being and he doesn't want to kill innocent people. But the people that are against him and his enemies, he doesn't mind killing with Venom and the power that he actually got in this movie.
If you're gonna stay, you will only hurt bad people.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal?
And I think that's one big element right there, showing everybody that the people making this movie, that are actually writing it, directing it, and actually are behind the scenes, they are fans of the Venom character from the comic books, unlike what we saw in Spider-Man 3.
Look, I want to kill the spider. You want to kill the spider. Together, he doesn't stand a chance.
Interested?
There was no symbiote communicating with Eddie Brock in that movie. It was just all Eddie Brock, and that's something that's just wrong with the Venom character. That's not what Venom is. Venom is two different beings in one person. And it doesn't even look like the symbiote has full control of Eddie Brock, which that's something that's really cool to the character in the comic books, and it's similar to the Hulk, where Venom sometimes has control over Eddie Brock, just like the Hulk has control over Bruce Banner. You don't know what that monster is going to do, you don't know who they're going to kill, and that's something that's going to be really interesting to see, and we're just going to get both points of view. And I know a lot of people watching this video are really just hung up on the whole idea that Spider-Man is going to be in this movie, and we're not going to be seeing Spider-Man in the black suit, or we're not going to be seeing the true origin of the symbiote. But I think you really need to take that out of the movie and just realize that the people making this, they may not be able to give Venom his original origin or have Spider-Man within the movie, but they are still doing the best that they can for what they have. And you can definitely see that they're taking a lot of story points, like Marvel Studios, from the comic books, and they're really using that as an inspiration to make this movie. It's definitely confirmed now that we're going to be getting the out-of-control, monster, gory movie that we really want to see from this Venom movie. Really just look at that last scene that they showed in the trailer.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
Venom is going to be biting someone's head off. That is going to be an awesome scene to see. I cannot wait to see that. I think that's probably going to be the highlight of the entire movie. Venom just going fully unleashed. He's doing whatever he wants. And I just love how they have the imagery of really just, you can see Eddie Brock within the symbiote. They don't hold anything back where it really is just two different people within the suit. And you can see the symbiote open up and you can see Eddie Brock in there. And that's just some art that I just remember from so many comic books of seeing the symbiote open up and there's Eddie Brock. I love seeing all that stuff from the comic books. And not only are we going to be seeing Venom in this movie, we're going to be seeing a lot more symbiotes, including Ravage, and then we might be seeing Scream that may be seen within the trailer as well. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of other symbiotes in this movie. I think Carnage is definitely going to be making an appearance, but more on that later on. Really just looking at Ravage, I love the design of Ravage. Obviously he's going to be looking just like Venom, but they still made him look a little bit different. He's obviously going to be gray, which he was in the comic books, and I think they did a really good job with him. Obviously I think that there's a lot of special effects in this trailer that are not completely finished. That's why that whole mixing of Venom and Ravage at the end of the trailer looked pretty bad so far in my opinion. But what they're really talking about San Diego Comic-Con is that they're just not ready for the VFX. They're not ready for those to be fully developed yet. They're not done with everything yet because the movie still comes out in October. So they're going to be working on this movie and all the visual effects until the day the movie comes out. But there's one scene of Ravage that I really like to see, and that's when he actually is completely mowing down everybody in that office scene where he has the giant blades that the symbiote arms can make. I love seeing that because that's straight out of the comic books that I love to see. I always love seeing what the symbiotes could make out of their arms. How you could see Carnage. Carnage was really the first one to really do that, where he always had the little axes that he would have and he would shoot them at Spider-Man or he'd shoot them at Venom. But now seeing Ravage being able to do this too, I can't wait to see something like that happen because that's something that's just so iconic from the Venom comic books, and I'm really happy that we're seeing the villain do that because obviously he's going to be a lot more advanced with his symbiote abilities than Eddie Brock and Venom are going to be in this movie. I really hope that we also get to see Scream completely consumed by the symbiote as well. I really want to see that hair from the comic books that was shown in the Lethal Protector storyline. And now really going back to that entire Carnage idea, I think we're going to be seeing Carnage towards the end of the film. A lot of people have said there's going to be an end credits in this movie and it's going to be featuring Cletus Cassidy as Carnage, and we are going to be seeing Cletus Cassidy basically in a jail cell, and you see him completely turn on the entire symbiote outfit and he turns into Carnage. And I think that'd be the perfect way to really develop a sequel to this movie because I really think this movie is going to be great, and I think they're going to be doing sequels in the future. But the only thing that I really want them to do is not make Carnage as big as Venom. I want them to do classic Carnage from the comic books where he's red and black and white, and I want to see the giant axes that he has on his arms. And what we've seen so far from what we can see from the symbiotes in these movies is that's exactly what we're going to be seeing. We're going to see classic Carnage, just like we're seeing pretty authentic Venom and Ravage from the comic books as well. But of course, Webheads, let me know down in the comments section, do you guys think the Venom movie will be great? Also, definitely consider checking out the Venom playlist I have below me. Also, definitely consider subscribing right over to Webheads so you guys get more videos on Venom as it comes out. But thank you, Webheads, very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye-bye.